Hello, wonderful people. Today we want to talk about something which is very personal to me, and that is traveling. Why do we travel? It is like the essence of a toy for a child. It means different things for different people. Few travel because after months and months of work clogged within four walls, they want to experience nature, so they go out. Few travel in order to find inspiration. Few others travel because it's a nice time to spend with family. And people like me, we travel because it is life, it is work, it is a means of wisdom, and it is the base for our knowledge. I have been traveling for many years now, and over the years there are so many experiences that I've gathered, be it from the local diaspora that I come across, the cultural nuances, different kind of food that I get to taste, and the different kind of waste that I come across as well. So when I travel, or any of the members of GreenAmmo travels, what we do is we always carry two things with us. One is a plastic bottle, which we just get the moment we land onto a different terrain. There is always one or the other plastic bottle lying around, so we pick that up. And the other is a stick that also we generally find just lying around, so we pick that up too. And as we go from point A to point B, we keep on collecting the plastic that we see on the roadside or on the terrain, and we start making bottle breaks along the line. This gives me a sense of self-satisfaction that while I'm here for a limited period of time, for me that limited period is around 3 or 4 months, because whenever we go to a particular place, we try to generate a self-sustaining waste management system, create awareness, gel in with the local people, and show them that it is fun to clean. It is very self-satisfying. So we just make bottle bricks along the way to ensure that a little plastic is not out there in the environment but tapped inside the bottle, and that very bottle brick is used in the subsequent days for a small construction or making furniture and so on and so forth. What other things can we do so that we can connote ourselves as mindful travelers, so that those very terrains, the hills, the mountains, the valleys, the plateaus, the desert, the beaches, the plains and the ghats remain as beautiful as they are? Isn't that the reason why we go there? To get the sense of peace, to be in touch with Mother Nature, literally. What else can we do so that we can be mindful travelers? Well, here are certain tips and tricks that I will be sharing. Nothing off the top, something very simple that anyone and everyone can do, whether you're traveling with your family, or you're solo traveling, or you're couple traveling, you're traveling with your friends, or you're just traveling. One of the primary things that you can do is maybe carry your own bottle so that you can refill the water and you don't really have to buy more of those plastic water. And basically what you pay for is not even the water, you pay for the plastic bottle, which ultimately you discard, which goes to the landfill, which is not a solution, or gets dumped, which is definitely not a solution as well. And worst case, it gets burnt. So maybe we can carry our own plastic bottle. Along with that, we can also carry a small tiffin carrier. So when we travel in the mountains especially, they generally use disposables where they give the snacks and the treats and Maggie and so on and so forth. So if you have your own small tiffin carrier, you can ensure that you don't really have to add on to this disposables, because those again go to the landfill or get burnt or get dumped. So we have plastic bottle, we have a small tiffin box, and of course along with that we have the brother and the sister, the fork and the spoon, or if you need a knife then you can have a knife as well. So these come very cheap if you buy the steel ones, but it's going to make a huge impact. Imagine every traveler carrying his or her own bottle, own tiffin box and own cutleries. Nothing could be better than that. Another thing that you can do is ensure that whenever you travel, you just stick to the local food. Now this will stop you from buying chips, chocolates and anything that comes in plastic or is packed in plastic, and that way you get to taste the local cuisine, which is, I believe, one of the biggest contribution to the local economy out there. And at the same time, you can stop yourself from overconsumption of plastic as well. The next tip is for all the women out there. If you are traveling and you're on your periods, you can switch to better products like, of course, menstrual cups. There are endless number of videos that GreenAmmo has as to why you should use a menstrual cup, how to use a menstrual cup, and so many experiences that wonderful men and women have shared regarding the benefits and the awareness and the use and the experience and the effect of using menstrual cups. So we can start using a menstrual cup, or you can also use the biodegradable pads, but whenever you dispose them, you can dig a small pit and then dispose it and cover it up with earth again. Apart from that, there is also the option of using period panties or reusable cloth pads. So maybe we can be a little mindful in those days of bleeding, and we can spare Mother Nature from all the one-time use sanitary napkins that ends up being burnt or dumped or sent to the landfill. What else do we have? Or are we done with the list? No, certainly not. It's best if you do not smoke while you are trekking or while you're traveling. It's good for your health, it is good for people around you. But if you at all are a chain smoker and you cannot stop yourself, please ensure that all the cigarette butts that you have, you collect them in the same plastic bottle where you would probably, hopefully, make the bottle break, and you stub all of the plastic, like the cigarette butts out there, because those butts are not degradable. So while you're smoking, you're releasing a little smoke into the air, which leads to a little of air pollution. But second of all, those cigarette butts are a major cause of pollution. So maybe you can just start tapping all of the cigarette butts inside a plastic bottle and make a cigarette butt bottle break. Even that can be used for construction or for making furniture or any number of other upcycled products. So A, good if you don't smoke, amazing. And B, if you do, then please make it a point that you do not throw the cigarette butts. Often when we are traveling, and especially if you're doing off-road, off-grid traveling, many people use wet wipes. Wet wipes are not degradable. They never go off from the surface of the earth, and it becomes extremely difficult even for cleaners like me to pick it up, because most of the time there is human feces that is stuck out there. It's unhygienic, but we have to clean it up. But you don't have to think about us. It's our duty, so we'll do it anyway. But if we miss one or two while we are cleaning up, that means we are letting that wet wipe just be there. So please avoid using wet wipes. If you're using toilet papers, make it a point that you dig again a small pit and you dispose it out there, and then you cover it up with earth. So these are certain things that everybody can do while they are traveling, especially when you're doing a little high trek traveling or beach traveling, and even when they travel just in general. Certain things like carrying your own bottle, your own tiffin box, your own cutlery, using a menstrual cup, these are certain tiny changes that you can make in your everyday life and ensure that whenever you travel to those beautiful, mesmerizing, majestic places, even the coming generation gets to take up that essence equally as you are doing today. Let us leave this world a little better for the coming generation to come. Let us leave this world a little better for all those species who have done nothing wrong but actually are on the forefront of facing the detrimental effects of human action and human activities. So let us travel safe, let us travel healthy, let us travel greener, and while we enjoy, let us make sure that nature enjoys our presence as well. So guys, try to follow these little tiny habits, little steps, baby steps. Make the positive changes and you will feel amazing about it. I can guarantee that you will. So take care, happy traveling, keep traveling, but keep traveling sustainably.